Hello and welcome to this video in which we will discover the 8 habits of rich people. Wealth does not come all at once and overnight. Wealth is not a matter of luck, chance, or inheritance. We build real wealth step by step and on a good basis. Thus, becoming rich and prosperous requires a real involvement in everything one does and undertakes. But that's not all. What is the real difference between a rich person and a poor person? Well, the only thing that creates the gap between an individual that is rich and one that is poor is the mind and habits. The classification of rich and poor is already contradictory. Between two people of different social classes, the mind is quite paradoxical. It is also possible that between two people from the same social class, this divergence may be palpable. Indeed, the concept of rich and poor here is much more focused on a person's ability to do something and where the mind intervenes. In fact, we see the rich as a person who remains positive and the poor as someone who adopts a defeatist attitude. When faced with the same situation or opportunity, a poor person will focus more on obstacles while a rich person will focus on opportunities. A rich person will also associate themselves with a positive person who is succeeding, and the poor person will associate with a negative person who is unsuccessful. Or the rich person will act despite their fear, but the poor person will let their fear stop them. It is this difference in attitude and behavior that creates a widening gap between the poor and the rich. How can we draw each group closer together to close the gap between the rich and the poor? It is possible to close and bridge the gap between wealth and poverty. This bridging depends on all parties involved and their willingness to arrive at a solution. One can be materially poor, but can get morally rich. Whatever the case and whatever the obstacles, staying positive and persevering will go a long way towards achieving your goals. There are thousands of ways to reach the top. More than anything else, your habits and mindset will help you achieve this. Here are 8 habits to cultivate to help you become richer and more prosperous. But just before that, make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't forget to download your free book on financial freedom by clicking on the link in the description below. Setting objectives. In life, everyone has their own dreams and a certain power. To become rich, it is important to set clear objectives. Think about what you really want and record everything in a notebook or on a sheet of paper. Write your secret dreams and goals with precise detail to really get to know them. So when the time comes to achieve them, everything you have imagined will be an asset for your success. The search for knowledge. It is necessary to learn new things while being self-taught and through exchanges with others. In all your actions, allow yourself time to reflect on your experiences, what you loved, and your successes and failures. However, learning from others is very rewarding in terms of saving time and experience. Learning to change. It is hard to change, but if it's for the best, it's worth it. Rich people know how to embrace change. It may be as simple as modifying some of your daily tasks to create more time to achieve your goals. We must focus on the physical, mental, and spiritual aspects in order to allow a better balance for ourselves. Control of your finances. The way you manage your money helps to assess your ability to become rich and prosperous. So it is useful to adopt the 70-30 rule so as not to waste your money. It is therefore 10% in economics, 10% for a donation and charity, 10% for an investment, and 70% for consumption. It should be noted that this established base indicates revenues with paid taxes. Furthermore, participating in the well-being of society is a duty, and we must learn to do it with pleasure. Time management. Everyone is free to program their time as they see fit. Some individuals lack self-discipline and do not use their time efficiently, whereas others work traditional hours and then enjoy themselves after work. There are also those who make work their priority at the expense of their family, and others still who can apply professional boundaries and balance work and family life. Determine your schedule and try to stick to it. This will enable you to take advantage of every moment to achieve your goals in life. Be methodical and open. In one-off situations, you must learn to say no and refuse offers directly without wasting time finding excuses. You need to stay focused while you work and make the most of your leisure time. You have to get to know yourself. If you are more prolific in the morning, then you should start earlier. Try to spend less time on the phone. To do this, make a list of points to discuss with a caller. Also, consider setting up a checklist to record your ideas, deadlines, or projects. Surround yourself with winners. It is important to consider the power of influence. Your surroundings characterize your ability to change. It is recommended to spend more time with people who share your interests, objectives, and values. Take advantage of the synergy gained with those who share similar ambitions. Get more involved and prosper. Being rich doesn't mean spending long days in the sun and paying for everything you want. On the contrary, being rich is working. It is being creative, in vogue, and above all, being at the top of the management of your empire. All these things require time and a certain ability, both physically and mentally. So much for the habits of the rich. Now, it's up to you. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, and especially subscribe to the channel. You are also free to receive the new book, 5 Steps to Financial Freedom, by clicking on the link in the description below the video.